Hello and welcome, Fariba here with another stitch pattern I designed myself. In today's video, I'll show you how to knit the simplified beeswax pattern. This pattern is worked over a multiple of 10 stitches plus 2 and then plus 2 edge stitches. It follows a 32 row repeat. I break the pattern into 4 sections with 2 of them repeating the same step, so the main shaping happens in just 10 rows. Return rows are worked as the stitches appear, which means you knit the knit stitches and purl the purled and slip the stitches. To create the texture, I use a crossing or twisting technique over 2 stitches. In the vertical lines, I only cross to the right by slipping and knitting the 2 crossed stitches. In the angled sections, I cross both to the right and to the left using a slip and purl combinations. What you see here is one full repeat, 10 stitches worked over 32 rows. The sample shown is made with number 4 yarn and 2.5 millimeters needles. For today's demonstration, I'll use the same yarn weight but with 3 millimeters needles. I have cast on 24 stitches to demonstrate 2 full repeats of the pattern. I also worked 2 rows of ribbing, which is optional and not part of the actual pattern. The pattern starts on the right side. Row 1, 3, 5, and 7 are worked in a similar way. Here I begin row 1 by slipping the edge stitch. Next I'll work across to right over the next 2 stitches. Crossing simply means switching the position of 2 stitches. For a right cross, the stitch on the left is brought over the stitch on the right. That left stitch will be slipped and the other, which ends up behind, will be knitted when working the vertical lines. To perform a right cross with the yarn held in the back, transfer both stitches to the right needle. Then from the back, insert the tip of the left needle into the second stitch, the original right stitch. Carefully pull the right needle out, letting the first stitch drop. Use the right needle to pick it up, the dropped stitch. Now the 2 stitches are crossed. The stitch now on top is slipped and left as is. The stitch in the back is the one we knit. That completes one cross to right with a knit. Next purl 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That finishes the first 10 stitch repeat. Now repeat again cross to right. Transfer both stitches to the right needle. Grab the right stitch from the back. Drop the other one. Pick it up again. Leave it on right needle. Now knit the back stitch. Now purl 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At the end of the row, work one final cross to right over the last 2 stitches and knit the edge stitch. Row 2, 4, 6, and 8 are worked the same way. On return rows, we knit the knit stitches and purl both the slip stitches and the purl stitches. I start by picking up the edge stitch, then purl 2. This is the one that we slipped in the previous row. And then we're gonna repeat knit 8 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now purl 2, 1, 2. Start the next repeat, knit 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then purl 2, 1, 2, and knit the edge stitch. I'll repeat the same steps for the next 6 rows. I'll show the beginning of row 3 to demonstrate how the new cross to right sits directly on top of the one from row 1. We will start exactly like row 1 with a cross to right. Transfer both stitches to the right needle. Grab the right stitch from the back. Drop the other one, pick it up again, and knit the back stitch. Purl 8 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again cross to right, and that also sits on top of previous cross to right. So it means we are not shifting our cross to right. And then purl 8, 1, 2, 3. I'll fast forward through the rest of this section, including row 4 to 8. This is my row 4, the return row. Feel free to knit off camera and skip ahead to minute 10:15, where I began row 9. I'm gonna fast forward here, and once again, a quick reminder, in this section, the cross to right combines a slip stitch with a knit stitch. In the next section, when shaping the ankles, we will use a slip stitch with a purl stitch instead to form the pattern. Now working row 6. Row 7, the same instruction. Cross to right, purl 8, cross to right, purl 8, and last cross to right, and another return row, row 8. Now I have completed the first 8 rows. The next 8 rows will shape the angled lines. At this point, I'm on row 9. In this row, I'll create 1 cross to right and 1 cross to left on top of each vertical line. These 2 stitches will form a cross to right, and these 2 will form a cross to left. On the first vertical line, since the first stitch doesn't have a pair to make a cross to right, I'll purl it and only make a cross to left. Similarly, at the end of the row, since the last stitch doesn't have a pair for a cross to left, I'll purl it and only work the cross to right. Again, for these crosses, despite the crosses that I made in first section, I will use purl stitches instead of knit stitches combined with slip stitches to create the cross stitches. I'll begin by picking up the edge stitch, then purl one, and now I will work across to left with purl stitch. For across to left, the right stitch is placed over the left stitch. That right stitch will be slipped and the stitch behind it will be purled. Transfer both stitches to right needle. Insert the left needle into the right stitch, this time from front, and gently pull the right needle out to let the other stitch drop. Pick the dropped stitch with the right needle and return it to the left needle. Now the stitches are crossed. The front stitch leans to the left and is slipped. The back stitch is purled. So I'm gonna purl first one and slip the second one. That completes one cross to left with a purl. Next I will purl 6 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I will make a cross to right, this time using purl instead of knit. The cross to right is similar to what we did earlier. Transfer 2 stitches, grab the right from the back and drop the other stitch, pick it up again, leave the stitch on the right needle, then purl the remaining stitch. So this time we purled instead of knit. Again, we're gonna do cross to left, grab the right stitch from front, drop the other stitch, pick it up again, and then put it back to the left needle, purl the first stitch, and slip the front stitch. Then purl 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. At the end of the row, work one cross to right, transfer both, pick up the right stitch from the back, drop the other stitch, pick it up again, leave it on the right needle and purl the back stitch. And at the end, purl the last stitch and knit the edge stitch. Row 10, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat for this row will be purl 1, then knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then purl 1, and then knit 2, 1, 2, and start again from purl 1. I will demonstrate just one full repeat and fast forward through the rest for the return rows. Row 11, we continue shaping the angled lines, shifting the crosses one step at a time. In the center, I will work across to right, then purl 2, and then cross to left. I start by picking up the edge stitch, then purl 2 at the beginning. This shift the left leaning line 1 cross to the left, 1, 2. Next, I work across to left to continue shaping the angle of the left leaning line. Followed by purl 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I work across to right. Now I repeat the sequence again. Purl 2, 1, 2, cross to left, purl 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, cross to right, to finish the row. Purl 2 and knit the edge stitch. Row 12, I pick up the edge, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat, knit 1, purl 1, then knit 4, purl 1, knit 3, and start again with knit 1, purl 1. Row 13, I start by picking up the edge stitch, then purl 3 at the beginning of the row, 1, 2, 3, then cross to left, now purl 2 in between two crosses, 1, 2, then cross to right, then you have one more purl to finish the repeat, and the new repeat starts with purl 3, and that means you're gonna have 4 purl stitches between cross to right and cross to left, and then cross to left now, again purl 2, now we do cross to right, And at the end you're gonna have 3 purl stitches to finish the row and end with knitting the edge stitch. Row 14, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, 1, 2, then repeat, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, and knit 4. Then you're gonna start again from knit 2. Row 15 is where 2 crosses meet in the center. I will purl 4 at the beginning to shift the crosses. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now make a cross to left. Now immediately make a cross to right. Then make a 6 purl stitches in total between 2 crosses. And then cross to left. Cross to right. And last 4 purl stitches. And knit the edge stitch. Row 16, I pick up the edge, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1, 2, then knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Start again with knit 3. Now we have completed the first half. The next 8 rows will be worked similarly to offset the first section of the previous pattern. Rows 17, 19, 21, and 23. We start by picking up the edge stitch, then purl 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we reach to the top of the line where the 2 crosses meet. Recall that here we're gonna make a cross to right with knit stitch, not purl, like what we did in the first section. And then purl 8 in between. And then again cross to right with knit stitch. and at the end purl 5. Row 18, 20, 22, and 24, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat knit 3, purl 2, knit 5, and start again with knit 3. I will skip through the rest and will be back with row 25. If you would like, you can slow down this part by clicking the setting icon and adjusting the playback speed. Just click the gear icon at the bottom of the video, choose playback speed, and select the slower option like 0.75 or zero point 0.5 to watch it in slow motion. I'm now at row 21, still repeating the same thing. Cross to right, purl 4 at the end, return row 22, row 23, and last row of this section. This is the third section we are working on it now. Now I have completed the first 24 rows. The last 8 rows I will shape the ankles to offset the previous pattern. Row 25, I will purl 4 stitches to reach to the vertical line. When I will cross to right with purl stitch, then cross to left with purl stitch. I start by picking up the edge stitch, then purl 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now cross to right with the purl stitch, then cross to left with the purl stitch, then purl 6 in total before the next cross to right. Now cross to right with purl stitch, then cross to left, and purl 4 at the end of the row and knit the edge stitch. Row 26, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, another purl 1, and knit 4, repeat again from knit 2, purl 1. Row 27, start by picking up the edge stitch, then we're gonna purl 3 at the beginning to shift the right leaning cross. 1, 2, and 3. Now cross to right, and we're gonna do cross to right with purl stitch, then purl 2, then cross to left, purl 4 before the next cross to right, now cross to right with purl, and then purl 2, then cross to left, you're gonna end the row with purl 3 and knit the edge stitch. Row 28, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat is knit 1, purl 1, knit 4, purl 1, knit 3. Then start again from knit 1, purl 1. Row 29, start by picking up the edge stitch. Now purl 2 at the beginning of the row before the cross to right. Now cross to right with purl stitch, and then purl 4 between 2 crosses. Now cross to left, now we do 2 purl stitches between, now cross to right, purl 4, cross to left, and purl 2 to end the row. and knit the edge stitch. Row 30, I pick up the edge stitch, knit 2 at the beginning, then repeat will be purl 1, knit 6, then purl 1 and knit 2. Start again with purl 1. Row 31, we are almost done. Start by picking up the edge stitch and then purl 1 at the beginning before the cross to right, then purl 6, then cross to left, here is the row where two crosses meet in between, and that's the end of the repeat almost. So cross to right now, and purl 6, and last cross to left. In the row with purling the last stitch and knitting the edge stitch. Row 32 is the last row of the repeat. I pick up the edge stitch, knit 1, then repeat purl 1, knit 8, purl 1, knit 1, and start again with purl 1, knit 8. This is end of the tutorial. As always, let me know if you have any questions regarding this pattern. Thank you for following along. I appreciate your warm comments. Stay tuned for more patterns from me. Have a good day and enjoy your knitting time.